Yahoo! What's good, chat? It's your boy, Luke Man, and in this video we're going to discuss alternate picking on the electric guitar. And it always cracks me up because sometimes people have things to say in the comment section, and if you're one of those people, go ahead and comment away. I always find it hilarious, especially when people are ungrateful for their free guitar lessons. It's like they're on YouTube, they're like, oh, this guy isn't taking my electric guitar lessons seriously. Yeah, you're right, because I honestly couldn't be fucked, Speaking of guitar instructions that are free that you can be entirely ungrateful for, there's a link in the description below to one. In fact, it's called Alternate Picking Mastery. That's right, mastery. Because I probably spent as long of a time learning to alternate pick as people do learning to, get like a master's degree or what have you. So anyway, like if you want to learn from my trial and error, not neglect it entirely, there's a link for it in the description. Yeah, it's all yours. Everything that I've learned. Anyway, in this lesson, we're going to be going over some of those things. So yeah, the first thing I would say about alternate picking is it has to be consistent. The problem is a lot of people, they start working on it and they think that they're playing it just right. Come to find out they actually have a lot of inconsistencies. So a good way to hammer out some of these inconsistencies is to do smaller exercises. Five notes altogether. So I'm on the B string, by the way, I'm tuned down a half step, so if you want to tune to me, it's this note. But I'll start on the B string, I'll play the 5th, 6th, 8th fret. I'll go to the E string and play the 5th fret and then the 7th fret. And then that's basically the length of one click subdivided by 16th notes. So it's like click, 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 click. And then it's important to look at your right hand while you do this. If you start on a downstroke, you should switch strings on an upstroke and land the last note on a downstroke too. Some people, I should say a lot of people, have the tendency to switch strings going down, down. Which is fine if you know what you're doing. But if you're trying to alternate pick and you're economy picking instead, you're not going to have a good time, because what's going to happen is you're going to put together licks like, for instance, a couple of sextuplets in a row, play, and you're going to switch strings down, up, down, down, up, down, and then what do you do? What do you do from here? You just hit down. But now you're gonna start on an upstroke if you're alternate picking. But that's probably not what you'll do. You should start with an upstroke and now continue like this. But now you're in an inside picking conundrum, and you have to figure out how your picks could go from here to here when you can't figure out how to put your pick from here to here. So which would be outside picking. So what you'll do instead is you'll finish down, up, down, down, up, down, and then you'll go for another downstroke. How are you going to pick fast if you had 2 downstrokes in a row? My buddy Rob Math, he's a freaking legend. He'll do it, because he's an insanely fast and clean economy picker, so he'll do stuff. He'll do that like really quick, Well, I was struggling with that just there. I like to do it with 5 notes. I'll do the economy picking thing because then the whole purpose of this spiel that I'm giving you is that you want your pick to align so that the next pick stroke is going to be as efficient as possible. So if I end on an upstroke, I'm already locked and loaded. The slide's back, freaking chambered around, so that now I can start on another downstroke, So. If I play like that, I start on a downstroke, or I end on a downstroke, so now I'm going to have to like lift up from this downstroke position to start another downstroke, if I want to start on a downstroke every time, which most people do, okay? But yeah, so I'm going here. If I just do the 5 notes, it's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which I love because it basically turns odd note grouping, which can be really difficult to play, into what feels like an even note grouping, because I end on an upstroke, I start on a downstroke. So everything's kosher there. It's gonna be like. So I think that's cool, but you know, like, if you don't understand any of that, it's not going to be cool. It's just going to suck. It's going to keep you from playing fast and fluid alternate picking for years. It will. I see it all the time. Like, what's important to play a riff like that? It's not important that you tense up really hard and like, I'm gonna freaking Hail Mary this picking run right now. No, it's that you bring it from slow to smooth. And when you have it smooth, then you can play fast. You go from smooth to fast. A lot of people try to skip the whole smooth thing and just go from slow to fast. It doesn't really work out that way. So it's important to use a metronome. It's important to make sure the form is correct, because what happens in the weight room is if your form is wrong, you get injured. And then if you're injured, you're not training. If you're not training, you're not getting stronger. So it's important to do the form properly so that you can just progressively get stronger. In the music room, while you're practicing your guitar, fortunately you're not going to get injured. I make this analogy quite often. It's not like skateboarding. Skateboarding, if you drop in, fall on your face, you could be out for like 6 months, potentially. You could also just get back up, drop in and fall again, whatever you prefer. But if you're looking down the freaking half pipe of a picking run, yeah, it's not really a big deal, right? You can just lift your pick up and do it again. So we have to take advantage of this super convenient, risk-free world that the guitar practice room is. So why not do it again? But here's where you're gonna get hurt in the music guitar room. Okay, when you're practicing, is if you do the wrong technique, and it stops you from getting better for years. That's basically like why I meet a lot of people. A lot of people come to me and they're like, dude, I've been playing guitar for 15 years, 20 years, 7 years, 5 years, 2 years, and I can never get my technique to play the solos that I want to do it, That's why I have premium guitar coaching. That's like my stuff where I actually work personally with people. And yeah, every single time, I should say not every single time, but most of the time, we take a look at their picking, and they're just doing the wrong form, So I really recommend this exercise. Like this lesson is not that informative in the sense that I'm gonna give you like all these different picking licks, because what good are these picking licks if you can't play them smooth? Only once you play them smooth can you play them fast. So, I have videos on picking licks too, and I can rip through some, and I think that's valuable, whatever. But what's really solid is when I can help you to understand this is how you should play the picking runs. This is how you should alternate pick if you want to actually alternate pick, and this is how you can achieve some consistency with it. Yeah, without that, I think practicing is wasting your time practicing mistakes. So anyway, if you want to get a little bit more on this, like I said, there's a link for the alternate picking mastery lesson / mini course. It's like an hour long. It's jam-packed with good stuff. Yeah, if you want to sign up for that. And yeah, if you have any other questions, concerns, you can leave a comment. Engagement is good for the YouTube platform, right? Like if you're enjoying seeing me on your feed, definitely give it a thumbs up or a like or subscribe or a comment. That stuff helps out. And if not, I really don't care, dude. Like I said, people get picky about their free guitar lessons. I'm like, dude. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your bedtime story. Goodbye.